Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for Pacific Coast Auto in Japan. My name is Derek Weldon and we'll be looking at this Toyota camping vehicle. This one here is a Camroad, year 2001. It was bought from Japanese auction, is going to be exported to Canada. Now this vehicle already has an owner, it is not for sale, and these videos are a review video of the condition of the vehicle prior to export to Canada. First off, I'm going to go over the auction sheet, then I'll go over the exterior, and then I'll go over the interior of this. And a lot of people are going to be interested in knowing what the interior looks like, and so if somebody is super nice, then they're going to post the time stamp for when the interior starts. Maybe I can do that actually prior to posting. Okay, so take a look at that in the description, I suppose. First off, auction sheet here, and you'll notice the vehicle's not running. I'm going to turn it on in a second. There is an issue with a thermometer, of all things, that makes a high-pitched squealing sound, and it's driving me nuts because I have these young ears that really hate that kind of sound. And so I will start it in just a second. Engine, no problems at all. But here we go. It's a 2001 Toyota Camroad camping car. It's four-wheel drive. 3-liter diesel engine with automatic transmission, and I just love this size of camper because it's big, it has the shower and the toilet in it, super high roof, and so you can stand around, and it's got a very good layout for good usability of the small size, and so it's not a huge size camping car, which is something that not everybody wants. Going back to this, it's an auction grade 3.5 with an interior and exterior C. I think they're being a little bit hard on the exterior and the interior, really. It could be a 3.5 BB if I were the inspector, I think. Automatic transmission, 128,935 kilometers, that's authentic mileage, and it has current registration on it, which is a good thing. In Japan, you have to re-register your car every 2 years, which means putting it through a mechanical inspection and fixing anything that's broken. And so this is part of the reason why Japanese cars tend to be in better condition than cars around the world. Okay, so here are the sales points, the notes from the seller. Both of these are from the seller, and then this is from the inspection house. So let me translate this for you. Okay, so this one has a shower room, a toilet, rear ACs, so that you don't have to run the engine in order to use the AC. Comes with Japanese highway toll collection box and an exterior cable that you can pull out to plug into your campsite. It has the inspection history sheets, so you can see what was fixed every time that it was put through inspection and re-registered, and those are from 2007 until 2016. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Special vehicle camping car, underside has large surface rust. Usually I don't like rust on there, but a lot of the camping cars tend to have rust because it's very common for them to park for long periods of time, and this leads to them getting rusty. Now I'm not going to show you the underside. I did get 6 pictures of it, but I'm just going to show you this because this is kind of a good sample of what they mean. Now see that? Now if you go and poke that with your fingers or with anything else you want to poke it with, it's going to be solid because the metal hasn't been eaten away, but the rust is showing itself on the outside, and so it will eat that metal away if you leave it. Now as far as I could see on the underside, there is no corrosion damage. That's about as bad as it gets, but without actually lifting the vehicle up on a nice big lift and seeing with a flashlight, you can't really see because you get a lot of the body is getting in the way of sections of the chassis, and it's a big strong chassis because this is built on the Toyota's more industrial type vehicle, like semi-truck architecture, or at least closer to that than your typical vehicle. Okay, interior is dirty. Exterior has various scratches. Aftermarket steering wheel. I think this one here, there's one section here I can't read, but I believe that it says panel upper section has a crack. Have a look. And we'll wait for my camera to focus on this. Up, 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 up. Here we go. And it has an ouchie. Ouchie. They tried to go under something that was too tall, I think, because it is really tall. And that's one of the things is, because shipping is based on the size of the vehicle, you pay a lot for shipping these. But the good news is when you buy them from auction, they tend to be a nice value price. But the bad news is you don't get to know anything about what's going on in the interior. Everything I showed you there on the sheet is basically all the information that you get, because these auctions are meant for dealers only to buy inventory that they can sell retail. And so you save the markup, but you don't get to have all the same information that you would from a dealer. And that's why for a lot of people, it's not a question. You would only buy something like this from a dealer where you can go and see the interior yourself. If you are a dealer though, you have more leeway in the conditions, especially if you're well versed in how to take a wholesale vehicle and prepare it for sale. Okay, so that's all said. Here's the body. You can see perfect and not perfect here. The P2 means paint damage, level 2, and B3 means a dent, level 3. X1 means a windshield crack. Strangely, I could not find a windshield crack, and I even went so far as to wipe it down with a microfiber towel so that I could find the crack that I ended up not being able to find. So I have no idea what's going on with that. And then some paint damage on the back there. Oh, I don't think I got all the way to the end. Oh, one more. Seats have seat covers, and so these are not the actual seat patterns. Underneath has a blue that would match the door card there, or this. Okay, so let's go to do the cold engine start. Now it's not completely cold engine. It was running for about 2 minutes or so, but see the coil that's up there that lights on and then goes out? That's your glow plugs. Starts up without an issue. This is the thing that was screaming. Seems to be not screaming now. Outside is 1.9 degrees and inside is a nice toasty 5.3 degrees. Go all the way back here, and ta-da! Not disgusting smoke coming out of it, or at least not disgusting looking smoke. I think having a small diesel engine in a big vehicle like this is pretty good for fuel economy, but it's not going to be good for power, and so don't expect to be winning drag races in this thing. Got power windows here, they do work. I really like how there is a large cutout here, kind of industrial truck-like, because you do sit up pretty high. You're sitting right on top of the wheels, which gives you a really neat feel when you go around corners. The turning radius on this is super sharp, and I think the reason for that is because Japanese streets are really tight, and so their industrial vehicles that do the deliveries of things have to be able to turn corners really, really tightly for the size of the vehicle. And so because of that, you're able to do that turn tight if you want. Tape upgrade here, which is perfect for people who like green tape, which is me. And wooden aftermarket steering wheel, wood and leather, and it's nice. It's a Momo brand with a nice wooden Oakley sign, it looks like. 129,028 is the kilometers at the time of this inspection. Okay, and I'm just going to briefly show you this section here before I go into the back section. Got to climb up in here. Okay, and so we have a reverse camera that is put on there. You can see our company car is hiding there, and Mercedes-Benz E190 over there. AC works, but I have like ice cold hands, and so I'm 95% sure it works on this car. Okay, aftermarket CD player in here. To switch on the four-wheel drive, you can engage the front drive shaft here. And then, typical of your old Toyota pickup that everybody is in love with, you go to the hubs and you click, and then you can go. Now, those hubs are known to be pretty good. There are upgrades if you really want to get into it, but you're not going to go rock climbing in one of these. But that would be very cool if you did. Okay, I think it has been smoked in. It doesn't smell like cigarettes very heavily. The reason why I think is because if you look in there, it's a little bit like dainty dust. Looks like cigarettes. But no smell of cigarettes from what I can tell. Okay. Lots of mirrors. This one here is cool because you can see here, and that shows you a good view of the very front of your vehicle. So you can see how far away you are from things. Combine that with the back camera, and it's actually pretty easy to park. We have a lot full of cars right now, and that's good to be able to easily maneuver something that's as large as this. Okay, so once around here, you get the coolness of the bumper being attached to the frame, or it's sprung, and so that's why you have this section here. The body of it will move up and down, but the bumper stays the same, and so it looks kind of cool going down the road, or at least it does to me. We have things to open here, and typically these have like your water tanks and your gas burner and stuff like that, gas supply, toilet water, that kind of thing. Has a big awning up there. I haven't taken that out. And you get 1, 2, 3 windows on this side, and then the back window. Windows are a reasonable size. The inside of the vehicle is a little bit dark today because it's a really dark day here. It was just snowing like crazy, like a blizzard this morning. And then I had to wait until it stopped in order to get this video. Bike rack on the back, that's handy. And a ladder to get up to the top and an extra storage box at the top. But I value my life and I'm not going to climb up there when it's all slippery and wet. Or I might die. That little window there is your bathroom window. And the bathroom's kind of cool. It has like a flip down thing. I'll show you when we get there. Okay, we're up in the trees here. We're getting overexposed. We're already at 10 minutes, yikes. Okay, I'll get inside the vehicle pretty quick here. I'm very sorry. Okay, 3 big windows. All window gaskets are in good condition, as you can see. Okay, onto the interior. Fiberglass door, and has a nice little locking mechanism here. Much nicer than most of the camping cars' door brace. Okay, going inside, pretty clean. It hasn't been professionally cleaned for sale yet, but I'd say pretty clean. And I think this is called a Land Spirit. Land Spirit. I think the Land Spirit is the highest trim level of the Camroad because it has some really unique things in it. So going in, you get your microwave right here on the side, which is kind of a weird place for a microwave, but it could be this. It used to be like a cabinet that was retrofitted. I'll just show you the basis of it first. So here you go. Couch on the side, seats here. I think you get 2 seat belts, 2 seat belts, 2 seat belts, and I think you get 3 here. Okay. Flip down table, and so you can remove that, and you can slide it too, forward and backward, which is kind of nice because most of them you can't do that. They're stuck in the ground. This one has the one stand and then the slide, and the reason why that's nice is because if you have kids, you can move this table closer to those kids. That's very important because spilling stuff, yeah, I'm a dad. I know what it's like. It is probably a little bit wobblier than your regular table, but not by much. I'd say it's pretty sturdy, and then it has these like vice-like grips that grip onto this pole here. Okay, so here's condition of the seats. And these ones, the fabric matches these, so that's kind of interesting. I don't think that you can take this fabric off though. And so possibly the Land Spirit was the version that got this more heavy-duty fabric on it, including the front seats. Cup holders in here, and really nice wood on there with a laminate. Check this out, this is really cool too. Land Spirit, and it's like solid wood with the engraving. Really cool. And Land Spirit clock. Very neat. Okay, as far as bedding, let's go into the kitchen section here first. So we got double burners here. Kramer is the brand, and then a sizable sink for a camping car, and this is pretty nice looking compared to most of them, which are typically plastic in camping cars. Nice window right next to your cooking area, so you're not claustrophobic. Place for spice racks or other things. Oh, this one's hard to open. Go in, open. Very basic. Range here for the hood, so you can suck all your smoke out. Here, hanging up shirts and stuff. This is your rear heater control. Cooler and heater. These are hard to open. They probably haven't been opened in a long time. Okay, that looks like piping and stuff I don't understand, so close. This is neat. Push that and ta-da, and then ta-da. Little counter here to do some of your cooking on if you need that. And cupboard, and fridge. The fridge here doesn't have the pin style. I don't like the pin style. It's annoying. That's nice and clean. Okay, shower room. Open the door, and there is a light in here. Has nice little curtains there. This unit here flips up like that. Now you see you have some slight discoloration in the plastic, but you also have, let me just walk into here, and you can stand up completely in here very easily. Let's just open this. I guess a little place for stuff. Shower head. This is removable, so you can take it down and shower things. And then toilet here. Thetford. Okay. And drain down there. I guess no reason to keep the engine running. Anyways, okay, so bedding. Table comes out very easily. It's just clip, and that leg folds up underneath. Then that can go down on the bottom. This one here, this cushion flips down to go across there, and then this one here flips in to take its place, and so you get a complete from here to there bed. These ones, this one down here has a hard bottom and it slides here, and then that takes its place, and so your bed on the bottom is complete wall to wall, and then from here to there I believe is 185 centimeters or so. I laid down on it, and I can't take my shoes off because I'm wearing the ones that are hard to put on, but if I put my head right up against here, I didn't put my feet down there even if I pointed my feet, and I'm 178 centimeters. And so if you are bigger, you can do diagonally, and you can probably fit like at least one Ben Lantine in here. Place where a TV used to be by the looks of it. Now this bed up here is really cool, and I've never seen this before, even though I've checked out some of these style campers before. First off, you get an aluminum ladder here, and you get a cool regular size bed for the upstairs. But there are little latches here. You pull the latch out, and then this whole unit slides to give you an extra, well, it looks like about 70 centimeters. And so I think that this bed up here is roughly about the same size as the downstairs bed. And then this cushion here slides in its place, but it's too far away for me to reach. And then when you're done, like having it like that, sleeping style, you can sit down here, and as you can see, you still fit. So when the kids are sleeping upstairs, and you can still sit downstairs and do your things. So that's really cool. Haven't seen anything like that, and I very, very much like that. Full curtains in the upstairs here, and a good amount of distance between the bottom and the top here. Ceiling has no saggy bits, and everything's in good working order. You get 1 lamp, 2 lamps, 3 lamps up there, and skylight, which is pretty normal. Lots of place to store your stuff when you're up in the sleeping area on both sides, it looks like. And then full 1, 2, 3, 4 above head cabinets. Okay, so that is basically it for this walk around. If you are interested in buying a camping car and you do think that the risky auction way of buying is for you, send us an email, and we can tell you kind of about the associated risks and whatnot of doing so. There we go. And hope you enjoyed this video of Toyota Camroad 2001, bought from Japanese auction. It's going to be exported to to Canada. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this one. Thank you and have a nice day.